So I left. Yes, by the time Mardi Gras is over and the Super Bowl, people will not realize that I left the United States except my circle that already knows and the people I've been building community with. I did it because oftentimes you have people who put fear into your dreams because they're afraid because they've never done anything you've ever done before and they don't know any better. Also, a lot of people with unsolicited advice who are not on the same playing field as you need to shut up sometimes. Like, who are you to tell somebody what they should and should not be doing because no, you have not been here. How many times have you been terrified that you're losing your housing? Not because you're not working, but because no matter how many jobs you get, it's not paying your bills. Exaggerating, I have applied to over 3,000 jobs in 4 years. I passed an interview and they were only trying to pay me $200 a month. While I was in the US, might I add. And the other ones wanted me to move to an extremely high expensive place like back to Los Angeles, which I did not mind. But then the fires happened and I have bronchitis, so can't do that. And bronchitis came from working in a job at a bar that didn't have proper ventilation systems for a hookah. Yet that's my fault. Man, I got sick of living in New Orleans in defunct systems that did not work and people were complacent with things and they were okay with it not being okay. I also got tired of the healthcare system, the lack of opportunities and resources, the stinginess of people who say they're in your community, but the moment it gets a little too tough, they back out and bow out and leave you hanging. I'm not meant to be somebody's employee. I'm meant to be on somebody's team, working collectively, collaborating, partnerships. I am a boss. I don't know everything. I'm always willing to learn, but it's really hard to learn from somebody who thinks they know everything. A lot of employers out there who micromanage and they wonder why they keep losing good employees. The United States is like that. They're very micromanaging and now they're regressing everyone's rights. They started off with immigrants. Then they started picking away at trans and queer folk. That includes me. I'm non-binary, but a lot of y'all don't understand that and you keep misgendering me. But what we not gonna do on my channel forever in my entire life is misgender me ever again. It matters because I have autonomy over my body and space and time and energy. And if I lost people at that point, good. I don't need people who don't get that. But if you're still here because you want to engage and understand why I would leave your best country in the world, this is for you. I felt like I never had time and space to go into myself and heal. It felt like I was always catching up. I was always trying to survive. To a point now, I have to heal a cortisol addiction. Many people are like, what's that? Oh, still here? Okay. That's just all. I had to get that off my chest because people are really ignorant. And I'm tired of being ignorant in 2025. But hey, in other countries, it's 3035, 3037. They on different calendars. Talking about Thailand. I'm not in Thailand anymore. I was there for 2 weeks. I felt like it was a really great place. It was just always on dopamine. Like there was always so much to do. And I didn't feel like I had space and time or the resources financially to be there because I didn't move here on a financial support system. I moved here with faith. People are afraid because they don't think they have everything in order, but you gonna keep waiting yourself into oblivion and regret and never doing the thing that you really truly wanted to do. If you weren't meant to do it, you wouldn't have never got the idea to do it. No matter how hard it seems, do it anyways. I just started the artist way and I'm on day 5 and I actually finally finished at least 15 pages of writing. The first time I wake up, did I finish it within those first times of the morning? No, but did I finish it? Yes, that's what matters. A lot of things that kept coming up was I got tired of being misunderstood by people who went out of their way to misunderstand me. So I removed those people out of my life. People like, you can't cut off. I'm like, I don't have to have you in my life. There's like there's 8 billion people in this world. If you don't like me, there's somebody else that do. Because I like me. You don't like me. What's wrong with you? Shout out to Dear Silas. It'll be backwards, but it also might not be because I'm probably going to flip it. That's going to be my one edit. I am no longer being a perfectionist anymore about my editing skills, and I do not care about the people's feedback in the comments unless you are sending me money and funds to get a co-editor. Shut up! Yeah. I crashed out there one time with my Cancer moon. I'm an Aquarius stellium, Cancer stellium. In the tropical. In the sidereal, I'm a Capricorn stellium. Aquarius stellium. Still. And my moon in that is Gemini. So keep fucking around and finding out, something I wrote in my artist way. It's like, you want to play with water? Fine. But don't let me come back and be a tidal wave. Don't let me come back and be a hurricane. But instead, I really could just be a rain. Instead of washing you out with my pain. Anywho, back on subject. Thailand was a great place. Too much dopamine. I moved to another place. I'm not telling y'all just yet. Or I could. But only the ones that pay for my subscription get to know, because those are the ones who deserve to know. And people are like, well, how can I help you? Well, just know I'm in a country where I legally cannot work because it is a socialist communist state. I want to understand how they work collectively and how things are working when the Republic of Democracy in the United States hasn't been working for people for quite some time. You stole land from indigenous people. Do not come in my comments talking about the Iroquois War. My chiefs and elder mothers beg to differ. And I will not be quoting which tribe I'm from because it's none of your fucking business. Okay, I'm back. So, indigenous people deserve their lands back in the United States, first and foremost. 3, I skipped 2 because 3, the only way things will change is if y'all change it. Stop being complacent and shit that stink. And you gonna sit in your shit the whole time, or you gonna clean it up? Because I'm gonna clean my shit up. I let go of all the things that was holding me back. I let go of books. I kept some memories. I kept my photos, things that I could not replace. And the things that I could replace, I dropped it. I organized it into piles in the apartment that none of my friends came through. Some of the friends could not come because they didn't have a car. But a lot of the motherfuckers that want to be in my space, but all of a sudden don't know me, so I didn't get to work the Super Bowl. Fuck that shit. They was like, you could have just stayed and did. I don't want to hear that shit. I asked the lease office. I'm like, you really gonna try to kick me out the last few days of the week, knowing good and well that nobody's gonna come in here, and you couldn't wait till after the Super Bowl? No, you gotta go. Fine. I left. Tell nobody I was leaving, and the one person I told brought some other man in from my other petty cabin, and he tried to get me unsolicited. I shut his ass up real quick. I let people tell me that music and content creation wasn't a real job. Meanwhile, there are countless people showing you every day after day after day that it is possible, that it is true, that you can be a content creator, that you can be an artist, that you can be full-time, can be a thriving artist. There are so many examples of showing you that. Stop listening to the people who ain't doing shit but griping, complaining, and gossiping. Those are poor, poverty mindset people, and you don't have to listen to them anymore. I don't care if it seems to make you feel difficult, then become your own boss. This is what it's gonna take. No longer just looking at the 48 laws of power, because that just really teaching you how people are trying to dark manipulate you. Dark psychology, control your thoughts and actions. And there are people on this app will teach you, you can do the same thing. See me? We got character. Character matters because I understand the afterlife. I've been there. I'm gonna talk about my out-of-body experiences, not in this episode. You gotta keep coming back to the next one. I've dropped 5 pounds off of me of cortisol and stress. I'm vegan. I walk. There's an e-bike that I could rent for $70.30. Where's this money coming from? The universe. People who truly love and support me outside of my blood family. Because a lot of people in my blood family, they gonna pop up and they gonna see that I blow up and they gonna be pissed off. And I do not care, because y'all was not there for me. And you still ain't there for me. And you only there for me when it's convenient for you. No, thank you. Because see, my boundaries is You don't get to tell me what I'm supposed to do in my life anymore, especially if you're not there to hold my hand through it. And just saying it, nobody is grown. That means absolutely nothing in the United States of America. Because at 25, I had finally had I thought I had it together until the pandemic came and completely derailed everything that I was trying to do. What's going on? I hope it got that. Focus on truly what you want and ignore people's opinions because they're not facts. They only become facts when you allow what people's opinions to control your reality and manipulate your emotions into creating an undesired reality. I've definitely been watching too much Nero. Nero is one of my favorites on this app right now. Of course, other people. But Nero be speaking facts with that South London accent, talking real things, and I really appreciate it because it's helped me get past myself as well. And healing is non-linear, and also when it comes to frequencies, you know such thing as staying at a positive frequency all the time. You're always gonna go like this, like water. I'd rather be the ocean because see, the ocean can be calm or it can be lit like a hurricane. It can go from tidal wave to hurricane to calm crest of whoosh, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? So instead of allowing people to deter you away from your goals, go for it full force. Do it. The artist way has been helping. It's helped me unravel a little bit. It's going to look a little bit deranged and unhinged to some people, but I don't fucking care. And my English is going to be a little harsh because it is not my mother tongue. Gullah Geechee is. It is a dialect and it's also a language. It is for my people. Of course, I have a whole other series about doing a YouTube channel, but this needed to be started because I was starting to get irritated that I couldn't create what I wanted to create just so I can build and provide value. But the things in my testimony is also value. And if you want to learn how to get out of your own way, you want to leave the country, you want to do something, do it. Yes, you might have failures, but look at those as lessons because those L's turn to wins. Not worries. Then they turn to money in your sleep because it's possible. Be the example that you want in your life. Some of these books like Carl Jung and all that, that's cool, but sometimes the wheels, if they were never working for you, especially you were on the spectrum, especially have different abilities that you're not able, make your own path make sense for you. See you in the next video. Comment, like, subscribe. Comment how this makes you feel. Comment what's happening in your life and build community with each other. Enjoy mine. And let me know if you got a YouTube channel you want to grow. I'm going to come. And I'm going to come through. Okay, later.